Men have been given the chance to rule the world. But ladies, our revolution has begun.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most show-stopping performances in Billboard's award show history. Number 30, Miguel, 20th Billboard Music Awards. Even the most seemingly embarrassing moments can go on to become iconic. In 2013, Miguel was at the top of his career. He'd just released his sophomore record to critical acclaim and even hit the top 20 on the singles chart.
Can't wait to see your grin. Ooh, baby.
He was set to commemorate this success with a performance of his hit Adorn at the 2013 Billboard Music Awards. He was on fire from the very beginning, effortlessly commanding the stage with his impressive vocals and choreography.
Don't let that affect us down there. No, you just gotta let us know.
Even an awkward stunt resulting in him landing on two spectators couldn't take him out of his groove. The subsequent controversy and internet memes that arose from the moment have ensured that he and his act will both be remembered for a long time to come. Number 29, Shania Twain, 6th Billboard Music Awards. With some musicians, you can pinpoint the exact moment they were destined to become a star. Although her career was still blooming in 1995, Shania Twain had already made a positive impression. Her debut album had been received well, and she appealed to both devout country fans and the general public. She cemented her place within the industry when she took to the stage to present If You're Not In It For Love, I'm Outta Here at that year's ceremony. While others would have gone all out in their costumes and dancing, Twain opted to let her voice take center stage. Although it was seemingly simple, the result was a rousing performance that served as a glimpse of the global superstar she would soon become.
I'm outta here, yeah.
Number 28, Miley Cyrus, 24th Billboard Music Awards.
I never sat by the shore under the sun with my feet in the sand, but you brought me.
This wasn't just a successful show, it was a sign of growth. In the early 2010s, Miley Cyrus had become known for her edgy behavior and music following her split with Disney, causing some to have a negative image of her. The release of Malibu in 2017 was the first sign of maturation, and that was made more evident when she sang it at that year's Billboard Music Awards.
Next to you, in my Malibu.
Not only did she look completely different from her past aesthetic, she also opted for a stripped-back performance. It was breathtaking in every sense of the word, from her flawless vocals to her emotional reaction at the end. It was a clear sign of good things to come from the artist, something she's proven tenfold.
It's a brand new start, a dream come true in my.
Number 27, Alicia Keys, Angie Stone, and Eve, 12th Billboard Music Awards. Some acts are absolute masterclasses from beginning to end, and this was one without a doubt. The number started with a bang as Alicia Keys launched into a soulful rendition of her single, A Woman's Worth.
Not just go, but a show that you know she's worth your time.
The crowd was entranced from the beginning, but they had no idea what was to come. Keys then introduced R&B legend Angie Stone, who immediately broke out into a moving performance of Brothers.
Information.
Their voices blended perfectly, creating the ultimate combination of classic and modern techniques. The cherry on top was Eve coming out to lay down a verse, her impeccable flow getting the crowd even more excited for the rest of the night. The mashup was the perfect way of spotlighting three different, yet extremely gifted musicians.
Gotta go nowhere without her. He gotta keep her. This is a dedication from me, Angie and Alicia.
Number 26. Artists Against AIDS Worldwide. 12th Billboard Music Awards. Artists coming together to advocate for important causes isn't a new phenomenon, but this was one of the most impressive ways it's been done.
You know we got to find a way, yeah, to bring some love in.
During the 2001 ceremony, entertainers from various genres teamed up to close out the show with a group performance of What's Going On. The group cover was done to bring awareness to World AIDS Day, with a previously recorded version having been released earlier that year to raise money for the cause.
So you can see what's going on.
The cover was executed perfectly, with each musician passing the microphone along as they took turns belting different lines of the song. It highlighted that generation's brightest up-and-coming stars, including Justin Timberlake and Beyonce, all while giving established artists the chance to flex their skills. Number 25. Paula Abdul. 26th Billboard Music Awards. Even established artists can still have something to prove. Paula Abdul proved that she still had what it takes when she took the stage in 2019 to close the award show with a medley of her biggest hits. It was laced with insane choreography, from opening with an advanced tap routine to her dancers aiding her in an intense acrobatic routine. It was a complete return to form, reminding the world of her immense talent. It was the perfect way to end the night. Closing out the assortment with a jaw-dropping performance that wouldn't be forgotten anytime soon. She was able to prove to the world why she was forever its girl, and why she always would be. Number 24. Rihanna. 23rd Billboard Music Awards. There's a reason fans have been patiently waiting for years for her next project. With her collection of hits, Rihanna has easily become one of the world's biggest stars. By 2016, she was a seasoned pro, which showed in her rendition of Love on the Brain at that year's Billboard Music Awards. The performance itself was stripped back, allowing her powerful, emotion-filled vocals to take center stage. It wasn't just beloved by her fans or even her peers. Critics also weighed in on it, comparing her to icons like Whitney Houston. It perfectly exemplified why she had the industry in a complete chokehold for so long, and why people will wait however long it takes for a proper comeback. Number 23. Lauryn Hill. 9th Billboard Music Awards.
I know I only say it 'cause I'm truly genuine. Don't be a heart.
An era doesn't get much bigger than this. The release of The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill caused the musician's career to catapult. She was everywhere that award season, including the 1998 Billboard Awards. After taking the stage, it wasn't long before she had the audience eating out of the palm of her hand during a performance of doo-wop That Thing.
Some guys only about that thing, that thing, that thing.
Her rapping and singing sounded just as good, if not even better, than on the recording. She even capped off the rendition with a sudden vocal shift at the end, closing out the song with a reggae-inspired sound.
Things done changed, and you know them not ready. Boy, yo, said people done changed, and you know them not ready.
It was the perfect way to cap the legendary showing, and was the ultimate victory lap to what had been a peak year for her. Number 22. Ariana Grande. 25th Billboard Music Awards. Although Ariana Grande has an undoubtedly gorgeous voice, many of her live performances remain underrated. When she had the opportunity to open the 2018 ceremony with No Tears Left to Cry, she took it, and stunned everyone in the process. She began by descending from the ceiling, balancing on umbrellas, taking the crowd's breath away. Her voice was as ethereal as always, enchanting the crowd with her sheer talent.
We way too fly to fight, taking notes. Hey, we out here vibing. We vibing.
It was clear she was having fun as she danced to the upbeat single, even reincorporating the earlier umbrellas into the choreography. It was the perfect introduction to what would become one of her strongest album cycles in her career, and marked a tonal shift in her sound that would last for years.
Loving on living, so we turning up. Yeah, we turning it up.
Number 21, Cher, 24th Billboard Music Awards. Each year, Billboard awards the Icon Award to an artist that they feel has made significant artistic contributions, and Cher was the perfect candidate for it. When she received it in 2017, she first performed Believe, complete with the auto-tune that made it so iconic. She was ageless in an all-white ensemble, looking every bit like the icon she was. After her legacy was explained, she returned wearing the instantly recognizable costume from the If I Could Turn Back Time music video. Her flawless rendition made the crowd go even wilder. It was pure proof of why her career has lasted so long so far, and why it won't be ending anytime soon. Number 20, Michael Jackson, 21st Billboard Music Awards. It had been about 5 years since the world lost this icon, but the undisputed king of pop was back on stage thanks to the latest technology.
She dances to his needs. She dances till he feels just right.
Although it was a 5-month-long work in progress, it was unclear whether Billboard would be allowed to use the hologram until just days before the show. But it was worth every second. Performing Slave to the Rhythm, Jackson's smooth vocals and signature dance moves, including his famous moonwalk, took us back to his legendary live shows. Even in hologram form, Jackson's performance was powerful and affecting. The way he turned back into a painting to be admired at the end also left us with major goosebumps. Number 19, Taylor Swift and Brendan Urie, 26th Billboard Music Awards. Swift is famous for her innovative performances, but she really pulled out all the stops for this one. Sparkling, bubbly, and utterly joyous, she presented audiences with a pastel-clad euphoric display for the first live televised performance of Me.
Baby doll, when it comes to a lover, promise that you'll never find another like me.
She was introduced by a drum fanfare, while Yuri flew in later, Mary Poppins style. Everything from the incredible aerial performers to the duo's excellent chemistry made this an unforgettable showing. It's one of those moments that instantly puts a huge smile on your face. Plus, we totally want to ride in that floating umbrella. Taylor Swift never ceases to surprise us, and we couldn't be more glad. Number 18, Nicki Minaj, 24th Billboard Music Awards. Minaj didn't have to go that hard when opening at the 2017 award show, but we wouldn't expect anything less from the Queen of Rap.
All my real dudes down the ride, throw your chicks is up. I ain't in the project, but all my bricks is up.
Performing an almost 10-minute-long medley that included No Frauds, Light My Body Up, Swalla, and Regret in Your Tears, the star was not messing around. Her stage presence alone made this extravaganza so iconic, so the pyrotechnics, dancing, and impressive staging were just welcomed extras. Of course, the addition of guest stars Lil Wayne, David Guetta, and Jason Derulo was just the cherry on top. The performance was such a masterpiece that it was hard to believe anyone was brave enough to follow it. Number 17, Justin Bieber, 19th Billboard Music Awards. Bieber fever was all the rage in 2012, and moments like this only prove why. Energetic, upbeat, and fun, the Biebs went all out for this performance. It included fog machines, glow-in-the-dark outfits, and insanely talented dancers, some of whom were dressed as mimes. And his awesome moves were particularly thrilling to watch, as per usual. The singer's youthful energy has often made him seem like the life of the party, and this was especially true during his boyfriend era. Whether he's dancing or interacting with the audience, you can tell that the stage is his home. Say what you will about the Canadian pop star, but there's no denying that he's quite the showman. Number 16. Prince, 20th Billboard Music Awards. As the recipient of the prestigious Icon Award, Prince decided to put his trophy where his mouth is. Not that we really needed any convincing. He rocked our hearts and minds with a medley of Let's Go Crazy, Fix Your Life Up, and the instrumental Frankenstein. It's an extraordinary and rousing jam session that proves why the late Prince is one of the most influential musicians of all time.
Don't worry about what the crowd does. Just worry about doing something you love.
Decades into his illustrious career, he could still energetically outperform most with his stage presence alone. We can only imagine how amazing it must have been to be in the room as this artist extraordinaire did his thing. Number 15. Kelly Clarkson, 25th Billboard Music Awards and 26th Billboard Music Awards. The multi-talented artist had the honor of hosting the awards 3 years in a row, slaying each time. In 2018, Clarkson sang a medley of hits, proving that there's no genre she can't master. Just as you thought nothing could top that, she returned the following year to flex her rap skills and sing in Spanish, among other things. She's one of the greatest vocalists of the modern era, and has a phenomenally compelling stage presence. Just look at the audience's reactions the entire time. Plenty of us were on our feet dancing at home too. Now, that's how you host a music award show. Number 14. Britney Spears, 23rd Billboard Music Awards. Britney Spears' award show performances have always been legendary. Indeed, her 1999 mashup of Baby One More Time and Crazy was unforgettable. But in 2016, Spears came back with an even bigger bang. Kicking off the show, she treated us to a mega mix of hits. It was a confident and dynamic performance with mind-blowing choreography that showed everyone exactly why she was being honored with the Millennium Award that night. And when she threw it back to the iconic I'm a Slave for You choreography, well, we're not ashamed to admit that we were glued to our screens trying to replicate her moves. The entire performance was fun, energetic, sultry, and a powerful reminder that Britney always owns the stage. Number 13. Rihanna and Britney Spears, 18th Billboard Music Awards. We're not done celebrating Britney Spears quite yet. She and Rihanna were the duo we didn't know we needed, creating one of the sultriest acts in Billboard Music Awards history. Riri dominated the stage singing her hit S&M, and it didn't seem like it could get much better than that. But then she was joined by Britney, and we thought we might just lose our collective minds. Based on the audience's reaction, we were not alone. It was a provocative performance complete with sexy outfits, seductive moves, great chainography, and stellar vocals. If either star ever decides to put out a new record, another collaboration and performance would be most welcome. Number 12, Insync, 11th Billboard Music Awards. Let us take you back to the year 2000. Insync was thriving and set to deliver a momentous performance of Just Got Paid. Everything from their sound, to their moves, to their outfits was quintessentially 2000s, and watching it back still fills us with nostalgia. Wearing bright fur coats and hats, the band came out of a storybook, presenting audiences with a narrative that included props, dancing, and a choreographed bar fight. And of course, the best part was the beatboxing, because that never failed to take an early aughts performance to the next level. You could always rely on Insync to deliver the vocals and give an epic show, and this was no exception. Number 11, Janet Jackson, 17th Billboard Music Awards. We don't need to tell you that Janet Jackson's the ultimate showwoman. Indeed, this timeless performance speaks for itself. Before she even graced the stage, audiences got hyped with a montage showcasing her illustrious spanning career, narrated by the singer herself. Even so, nothing could have prepared us for the amazing number we were about to see. It was classic Janet, impressive, lively, and utterly mind-blowing. Her choreography was in a class of its own, and her style was totally mesmerizing. Of course, this wouldn't be Jackson's only Billboard show, but it stands out for its simplicity. We didn't need anything more than Miss Jackson and her dancers tearing up the dance floor. Number 10, John Legend and Jordin Sparks, 19th Billboard Music Awards. In 2012, news of Whitney Houston's passing shook the world, and naturally, everyone wanted to honor the singer's legacy. And this stunning and stirring tribute still stands out among the best.
I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow.
It began with Legend's heart-wrenching rendition of Greatest Love of All, before transitioning to Sparks, who beautifully sang I Will Always Love You. Houston's music is notoriously challenging, even for the most accomplished singers. Yet both nailed the vocals without compromising on the emotion. It was a touching recognition of the late Legend's influence on the musical world and beyond. There's no doubt that they had the entire room gripped, and we can only imagine that Houston would have been beaming with pride, too. Number 9, Kesha, 23rd Billboard Music Awards. Kesha stripped away much of the flashiness often seen in Billboard performances, instead giving us a raw and honest cover of Bob Dylan's It Ain't Me Babe. And it was simply sensational.
You say you're looking for someone, never weak but always strong.
It's not just that her voice is stunning, it's also that you can tell the significance and care she puts into singing every single word and note. Her proximity to the audience adds a unique sense of intimacy, too. This was among her first performances amid legal battles with her former producer, and you could feel every ounce of emotion being poured out into the song. It was just beautiful and earned her a much-deserved standing ovation. Number 8, Mariah Carey, 9th Billboard Music Awards. When you have Carey's powerhouse vocals, there's little else you need to create a breathtaking performance. She proved that here with her striking rendition of Brenda K. Starr's I Still Believe.
And after all this time, you think that I wouldn't feel the same.
The ballad perfectly showcased her extraordinary range and gorgeous voice. Carey went for it from start to finish and made hitting all those notes look easy, as she does. The simple yet strong showing still stands out as one of the finest in Billboard's history. It was a big night for the singer, who was also being honored for being the female artist who had achieved the most Billboard #1s. This performance was the perfect way to commemorate such a special occasion. Number 7, BTS, 27th Billboard Music Awards. Everyone has their favorite BTS BBMAs appearance, but 2020's Dynamite stands out because it was exactly what we needed that year. The guys lit up the ceremony all the way from South Korea, garnering just as big of a reaction as if they were in the room. The group put on a spectacular show highlighting their smooth vocals and killer dance moves, all to an incredibly catchy tune. BTS is as captivating, engaging, and exciting as always, especially when we're watching them move with such impeccable synchronization. As some of the finest entertainers in the modern music biz, it's no wonder they've recruited such a loving and dedicated army. Number 6, Pink, 23rd Billboard Music Awards. Pink's famous aerial performances are always a sight to behold, but she outdid herself this time. Appearing on stage looking fierce, she treated us to a daring show that saw her fly above the audience in an exhilarating moment, before landing back while still thrilling us. Naturally, her singing, dancing, and rapping were flawless the whole way through. Is there anything she can't do? The number's finale was especially fire, both literally and figuratively. Pink sat suspended in mid-air on clock hands in front of a flaming clock face. Meanwhile, her ensemble looked like something out of the world's greatest circus act. Like her song says, Pink's totally one of a kind, and there's really no one like her. Number 5, Taylor Swift, 20th Billboard Music Awards. 22 is all about being carefree and having a good time, which is exactly what we got from Swift here. Starting backstage, she went all out to put on a show that was happy, free, exciting, and lively at the same time. She entered the main room on a bicycle, taking time to engage with the crowd as she made her way to the stage. We then got a colorful and thrilling dance segment, topped off with a downpour of balloons straight into the audience, giving us real party vibes. And we love that she did it all in a unicorn t-shirt. Needless to say, Swift's performances are always refreshing, enjoyable, and full of surprises. Number 4, Bruno Mars, 20th Billboard Music Awards. Bruno and the Hooligans became disco to open the show. Dressed in matching red suits and exhibiting their signature dance moves, the artists dazzled on stage, and not just because they were surrounded by flashing lights and endless glitter balls. It was all very jazzy and joyful, giving us major throwback nostalgia. Audiences could likely picture themselves traveling back in time to the 70s and grooving out to this song in a club. It was the perfect choice to kick off the event and got everyone hyped for the night ahead. Bruno Mars always delivers, but he definitely shines the brightest when he's keeping it old school. Number 3, Whitney Houston, 4th Billboard Music Awards. With her powerhouse vocals, Houston showed that you don't need anything extravagant or theatrical to put on a showstopper. She demonstrated her vocal range and unrivaled talent simply by standing in front of the microphone in a gorgeous dress and singing her heart out.
I can't run from myself, there's nowhere to hide.
Her elegantly effortless sound packed a strong punch and left us hanging on her every note. Houston's one-of-a-kind voice never fails to entrance and amaze, and the song is guaranteed to leave you with chills no matter how many times you hear it. Moments like this remind us of what a phenomenal singer and performer she was. There will never be anyone quite like her. Number 2, Beyonce, 18th Billboard Music Awards. There's nobody quite like Beyonce, as evidenced by this iconic appearance. It began with a video of her family and multiple famous faces celebrating the singer's achievements. And with this performance, she confirmed everything that they said and more. It was artistic, dynamic, empowering, and a real visual marvel. There was a lot to take in, but B was in full control of it all. Whether it was interacting with her impressive backdrop, hitting every move, or letting her voice's power soar, the amazing performer exuded perfection. It's practically impossible to compete with Beyoncé's showmanship, as she's in a league of her own. They don't call her Queen Bee for nothing. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Celine Dion, 24th Billboard Music Awards. A true icon, Celine gave us one of the most powerful and stirring renditions of My Heart Will Go On to celebrate its 20th anniversary. She simply stood on stage, veiled at first by a magnificent chandelier, and poured her heart out with every word. Having recently experienced loss herself, it felt like she was connecting with the number like never before, leaving us with chills. The endurance and vitality of her voice were as spellbinding as ever, especially when she hit the money note. It was a mesmerizing and beautiful showing that no doubt left audiences blurry-eyed. Performances like this are why our love for Celine Dion is still alive in our hearts, and which performance from the Billboard Music Awards do you think is the most iconic? Let us know in the comments. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.